Welcome everyone to Mr. Lenox Bennett channel. If you have not a subscriber, please do so now. Before we begin, guys, just hit the like button. Thank you for watching. I hope you stay to the end. Alright, so today we'll be looking at a technical drawing paper and we begin. Alright, it says item 1, refer to the following diagram. Which of the following are true about the 25 in the diagram? 1, it's an abbreviation for radius. 2, it indicates that the surface is square. 3, it avoids using second dimension. And 4, it indicates that the drawing is in first angle projection, right? So 2, it indicates that the surface is a square and it avoids the second dimension. So that would be C. So number 1 is C. All right, let's move on to number 2. It says item 2, refer to the following drawing instrument. Which of the following represent the size of angle X in the drawing instrument shown above? And that would be, remember it's X, right? So that is 30 degrees. This is what we call a 60-30. All right, let's move on to number 3. Item 3. Oh, we need to go over. All right, it says, which of the following line is used to indicate a cutting plane on a drawing? And that would be A. Short arrows are usually placed at the right angles to the end of which of the following types of line? Is it A, cutting line, B, phantom, C, center, or D, object? And that is cutting plane. So number 4 is A. Let's move on to number 5. Hit the like button, guys. If you're just joining, hit the like button. Even if you don't watch TV, if you don't do TV, hit the like button just to see. We need the support, all right? Number 5 says, in the construction above, the angle X is, and which is this angle right here. So they're asking for this angle, all right? And that would be D, 75 degrees. Let's move on to the next page, which is number 6. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button for Mr. Bennett. Hit the like button. Number 6 says, in the shape description, center lines are used to, is it A, locate hidden object line, B, determine the height of the letters, C, construct baselines vertical to the surfaces, or D, locate positions and dimension. And that will be locate position and dimension. Let's move on to number 7. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the like button. Even if you watch the playback, guys, just hit the like button, please. The lines shown above are convention used on standard shapes or common bar stocks indicate. Is it A, the axis of symmetric parts, B, that the edges are to be measured, C, the continuation of the objects, or D, that section should are to be removed, and that is the continuation of the object. So number 7 is C. Guys, I'm encouraging you to go ahead and try the question before I give the solution. Right? Remember, you're the one doing the exam. I want to wish everyone all the best. Please ensure that you're subscribed and hit the like button. All right, that's the only pay we're asking for. Hit the like button, nothing more. Number 8, when straight line touches an arc and forms a right angle with the radius of the circle, A, a chord is formed, B, a point of tangent is formed, C, the curve blends exactly, or is it D, the line and the arc are similar in shape? And that is a point of tangency is formed. We know that from maths. Please ensure that you check out the maths video, guys. Entire syllabus is on it. Number 9, all subjects are on it. Which of the following is not a step in the process of bisecting an angle? A, marking parallel lines. B, drawing a perpendicular through the arcs. C, opening the compass to any suitable radius. D, drawing a line through intersecting arcs. And number 9 is C, opening the compass to any suitable radius. I want to call it a bit spooky. Let's move on to number 10. make sure that you guys can see the diagram. That is better. The diagram above shows how to find the center of an arc with radius r, which is tangential to a straight line, B, a line and a circle, C, two straight lines meeting at any angle, or is it B, two straight lines meeting at right angles? And that is two straight lines meeting at any angle. So that is C. Let's move on to number 10. Hit the like button if you're just joining. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Number 11, item 11 refers to the following construction. Which of the following construction is illustrated above? Is it A, a square, B, irregular curves, C, circle in isometric, or is it B, circle in perspective? And that is C, circles in isometric. All right, going on fine so far, guys. Hit the like button and hit the like button. Lenox Bennett. Let's move on to 12. Which of the following statement best describe an equilateral triangle? You can't escape from maths, you know, guys. Just watch the videos. All right. All the sides and angles are equal. All the sides are equal, but the angles are unequal. C. All the sides are unequal. All the sides are unequal, but the angles are equal. D. Neither the sides nor the angles are equal. And that is A. All sides and angles are equal. To be exact, all the angles are equal to 60 degrees. So you can check that your math equal, all angles equal. Let's move on to number 13. Item 13 refers to the following triangle, right? And it gives us that, and it gives us the 100, the 75, and whatever, blah, blah. All right? So it says the triangle illustrated above can be best constructed with the use of, is it A, a ruler and protractor, B, compass and a protractor, C, a set square and a protractor, or is it D, compass, ruler, and a pencil? And that is D. All right, let's move on to 14. It says 14, the diagram above shows the intersection of three isometric axes. What is the value of angle B? I'm not seeing what then. Oh, it's supposed to go up, but where the hell is that diagram? All right, here we go, here we go. So to read it again, the diagram above shows the intersection of three isometric axes, which are the following. What is the value of the angle B? Is it 30 degrees? Is it 45 degrees, 60 degrees, or 120 degrees? And that is C, 60 degrees. You guessed it. All right, let's move on to number 15. Please ensure that you have liked the video. All right, you want to make it to the end. All right, item 15 refers to the following diagram. Which of the following is true about the construction of any regular polygon as illustrated above? A, 4 is the 45 mark angle of the bisector of OP. B, 4 is the midpoint of the bisector of OP. Or is it C, 6 is the 30 degrees mark on the bisector of OP? Or is it D, 6 is 75 degree mark on the bisector of OP? And that is 4 is the 45 mark on the bisector of OP. All right, let's move on to number 16. All right, number 16 says if the perimeter of a triangle is 120 millimeter and its sides are in proportion 4, 5, 3 respectively, then the length of the size of the in millimeter are. Okay, so guys, this is a ratio. I think I'll probably just work it out so you guys can. We can actually investigate the numbers and let me see if it's the four same numbers. No, different numbers. I was gonna say look at the order 4, 5, 3, right? So you have medium, big, all of them is like that. So you can do that. All right, so with ratio, what we do, we add all the numbers. So we add 4 plus 5, that's 9, plus 3, that's 12. So the first one is, so that's 40. already see the answer. But no, whatever 40. Alright, well on. Okay, so this is gonna go 10 is 40. Let's work out for 5. It will be same 10, so 5 10 will be 50. So that is E. Let me just work it out. Sometimes guys after it. Not so much. Maybe because I'm a man. So once we get the 40 and the 50, there's we know side, right? Alright, so number 16 would be D. Alright, let's move on to 17. A quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides. Is it A, is it a rhombus, B, a rectangle, C, trapezium, or D, parallelogram? And that is a trapezium, and that would be C, right? Guys, you can use this in your math, especially persons who are doing paper 3. Pay attention to that. So share it with somebody who might be doing paper 3. All right, let's go to number 18. The drawing illustrated above represent, is it A, a truncated square pyramid, B, a part section of a right truncated pyramid, an oblique rectangular pyramid, or is it a rectangular pyramid? And that is a square pyramid. So number 18 is A, right? Let's move on to number 19. Hit the like button now, guys, man. Hit the like button. I'm not deal with. Let's move on to number 19. And item 19, which of the following is used to draw an octagon if the length of one side is given. A, a protractor using 40 degrees angle. B, a protractor using 72 degrees angle. Or is it C, a 60 set square? Or D, 45 set square? What do you guys say? Type it in. And that will be D, a 45 set square. Going on fine so far, guys. Hit the like button, please. Item 20 refers to the following diagram. In the diagram above, EF to EF1, so that's EF to EF1, is in the ratio 3 to 4. All right, so it's in the ratio in the diagram above, EF to EF1 is 3 to 4. Right, remember that word is all of this. Right? All right. The length of EF is, oh, I see what I'm saying. All right, so the ratio is 3 to 4, right? So the ratio is 3 to 4 for this. This is 3, and all of it is 3 to 4. So if this is 45 degrees, what would be the size of angle? What would be the portion, length of EF1? So they don't want just this section right here. They want all of it. All right. So what would that be? I hope you guys understand that this question, so that would be 60. This one is a little bit obvious, all right? So from here to here is 45. They want to know the entire distance, and it's in the proportion 3 to 4. All right, so let's move on to 21. Given that one of the angles of a rhombus is 120 degrees, which of the following is the value of one of the interior adjacent angles? Is it 40 degrees? Is it 51 degrees? Or is it 60 degrees? Or is it D, 81 degrees? And that is 60 degrees supplementary. All right, let's move on to 22. All right, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button, please. The line AB is equal to 75 millimeter is drawn. All right, let me see if I next time. All right, cool. So fresh. All right, so the line AB equals 75 millimeter is drawn. Put the centers AB and B, and radius AB. Arcs are drawn to intersect at C. If C is joined to AB, then the triangle is represented by, I have no idea what this question is about. There is no label on it, so we will never know that. What is this? I don't see no AB. I'm gonna get that one up, please. All right, move on to 23. Which of the following drawings illustrate an internal tangent? Is it A, B, C, or D? And that would be C. In opinion on 22, I'm not sure what that exactly asking. There is no label on it at all, so 24, which of the following diagram best represent an external and an internal? So it's an external and an internal tangent. And that would be B. We did this one on the previous paper. Please ensure that you watch it. This one was on the previous paper. So you guys definitely need to go and check out my channel for that. All right. Item 25 refers to the following diagram. AB is equal to, is it a major axis, minor axis, half major axis, or half minor axis? And that is a minor axis. All right, let's move on to 26. Almost halfway there, guys. Hit the like button. Stay to the end. If you're watching the playback, hit the like button just the same. We're putting in, all right? And all the best in your exam, guys. All the very best. Item 26 refers to the following rectilinear figure. The rectilinear accuracy of the figure can be tested by measuring, is it A, the perpendicular, B, the diagonals, C, angle P, D, angle S, and that would be B, the diagonal. So 26 is B. Let's move on to 27. So far, so good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Netball court has a length of 30 meters. A line represents this distance measured 3 centimeters. To what scale is the line drawn? So two different units. Let's see, our netball court has a length of 30 meters. A line represents this distance measures 3 centimeters. What is the scale of the line drawn? All right, so let's look at it practical. So 30 meter, not kilometer. Now it takes 100 centimeter. And say now a netball court has a length of 30 meters, so in a meter. And that is represented by 3 centimeters. So what scale is the line drawn? All right, we're on the page. I'm gonna go with A. All right, 28, which of the following most important when constructing an hexagon? Is it A? It can be constructed using a pencil and compass only. It can be constructed if given the diameter of the circumscribing circle. It can also construct it if it's given across a flat dimension. Or is it 4? It can be constructed by drawing a tangent to the circle with a 60 degrees set square. All right, so let us see that one. 2 is definitely 3, 2, and 4. So I'm gonna go with C for 28. All right, let's move on to 29 and see if it's specific. Oh, that's 30. All right, so let's move on to open up. Yeah, almost halfway there, guys. So it says item 29 for down. All right, so see there's a diagram. You see in the diagram above, the angle EFG, so that's EFG is it 30, 45, 60, or is it 90 degrees? EFG. So that's this angle right here. This is coming from a semicircle. Is this? So that would be E 90 degrees. All right, 30. Which of the following diagram represents the drawing of a tangent to a circle at a point on the circumference? Which of the following diagram represents the drawing of a tangent to a circle at a point of X? Let's go. Let me see if you guys can see all of the options at once. Remember, guys, you're supposed to do it too, all right? Let's see if you can see all of it. All right, let's go. All right, so you can see all of it now. It says, which of the following diagram represent the drawing of a tangent to a circle at a point? So it's a tangent, and that's definitely E. All right, so a tangent touches a single point on the circle, so that is E. I'm going, right? So that's tangent to a circle. Congrats, guys, you have reached halfway. Let's go. We have 30 more to go, and I'm going to try to do it as fast as possible. Let's move on to 31. A man has to transform 100 meters square, drawing it to a larger octagonal shape that will contain which of the following instrument to be used to perform the exercise? A, a set square, B, inside calipers, D, dividers and set square, or D, outside calipers. 30 is A, set square. Set square is very important in technical drawing, all right? 32. Item refer to the following diagram. The diagram shows how to draw a, is it a rectangle equal area, a rectangle equaling area to a triangle, B, a square equaling area to a rectangle, or C, triangle equaling square to a polygon, or is it D, a square equal in area to a triangle? And that's a triangle equaling area to a polygon. So 32 is C. Let's move on to 33. And let me just include the diagram now. All right, so here we go now. Item 33 refers to the following diagram. Which of the following is the eccentricity of FP? So that's FP to PQ. So that's FP to PQ, and that looks like 1 to 1. Since it's a square, let's see. Both lengths are the same, so that's 1 to 1. It's a square, right? All right, let's move on to ask about ratio and stuff. So guys, make sure you which of the following construction shows the correct division of a line geometrically into two parts in the ratio 2 to 3? All right, is it A, B, or? All right, when you guys can see everything all at once. What do you guys say about 34? And that would be C. So it's 2 to 3, so it's would be C. All right, let me big it up so you guys can see. All right, so the ratio would be 2 to 3. Let's move on. So we name the end of these. Yeah, you can video them again. Let's move on to 35. Which of the following instruments is used when drawing an irregular curve on the surface development? Is it isometric template, French curve, compass, or open? And that is French curve. Let's move on to 36. Item 36 refers to the following diagram. Which of the number dimension above represent a location? Dimension A, 1, B, 2, 3, or 4. And that would be 4. So that is D. So number 36 would be D. All right, let's move on to 37. We're off. We're almost 2:30 there, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hit the like button if you're just joining. When I deal with man, hit the like button. B, the perpendicular distance between lines PQ and the RS of a trapezium. PQRS is 3.5 centimeters. Which of the following lines would be parallel? Is it SP and QS, PR and QS, RS and PQ, or PS and QR? And that would be B, PR, and QS. Let's move on to 38. In technical drawing, the phrase curves meeting each other tangentially means that the curve A will meet smoothly, B will not blend properly, C, have sufficient clearance, or D, will meet at right angles. And that is A, will meet smoothly. Alright, let's move on to 39. Going on fast so far. I got Equilateral button and Equilateral button. Alright, so we can see 39 and 40. So you guys can type in that for the answer. 39 says, which of the following line is use outline a finished drawing? That's one is a bit easy, so that is B. Alright, let's look at 40. The fire emergency exit door leading from the workshop should open. Is it inwards, upward, outwards, or sideways? And that is C, outwards. So guys, ensure that when you go to the place, insist on those things because accidents and all of those things will occur. So you have to try to be safe at all times. All right. So, number 41. The drawing above represents a room which measures 4,000 millimeter by 2,500 millimeter. The scale used in the drawing is 5. And that would be D, 1 to 8. All right, so let's move on to number 42. All right, just in case someone might not understand why 50, this would be the bigger portion. So this would be 40 by 50 to get. All right, so let's move on to wondering why. 42, which of the following shape is a pentagon? So a pentagon is a 5-sided figure. So 1, 2, and 42 would be C. A pentagon has 5 sides. All right, so let's move on to 43. When a draftsman is drawing a true horizontal line, the pencil point should be guided by, is it a scale, a T-square, a set square, or a straight line? And that is a T-square. All right, so 43 would be B. Let's move on to 44. So item 44 refers to the following construction. Purpose of the construction above when complete is it A, draw an arc to pass through 3 points. B, draw a tangent to the circle from A. B, C, draw 2 tangents to the circle from B. Or is it D, find the mean proportion now to AO and CO? And that would be B, draw a tangent to the circle from A. So 44 would be A. Let's move on to 45, and there are 3 quarters there, guys. Let's go. All right, so why you doing that? All right, so 45 refers to the following development, shows a cylinder which is cut obliquely at both ends. So look for the cylinder. Is it A, B, C, or D? And that is D. All right, let's move on to 46. No. All right, so a student falls and it is head hard against the edge of a technical drawing table. He is most likely to suffer from A, a concussion, B, heart attack, C, nervous breakdown, or D, laughing fit. Which is it, guys? That would be a concussion. All right, let's move on to 47. Which of the following diagram illustrates the procedure for drawing a perpendicular line perpendicular to a line from a point outside the line? All right, let's just see all of them. You guys to see all the options at once. Guys, remember you're supposed to be typing in the answers. Come on, almost at the end. All right, so go ahead. What will be the answer for 47? I want to wish you guys all the best in your exam. All right, and that is A. All right, so almost there. We should be finished in the next 5 minutes or so. All right, 48. Which of the following scale would be used to produce the smallest drawing of a given object? 1 to 2, 1 to 1, 5 to 1, D, 10 to 1. And 48 is Which of the following scale will be used to produce the smallest drawing of an object? 1 to 1. That'll be the actual size. So that means it will be 10 to 1. Alright, let's move on to 49. Like button, guys, hit the like button. When designing a new product, which type of drawing is usually made first? Is it A scale drawing, B, sketch solution, D, C, detail solution, or D, engineering drawing? And that would be a sketch. So 49 is B. Let's move on to 50. Yay, only 10 to go after this. Let's go, guys. All the best in your exam. Let's go. Hit the like button. Remember, check out the rest of the videos. All right, 50. In the diagram above, A crank, B. In the diagram above, a crank, comma, QR rotate above fixed center R, a rod PQ is pinpoint to the crank at Q, and free the side it guides at P. The locus traced by PS from one revolution of QR is it a cone, an eclipse, a parabola, or a hyperbola? And that is an eclipse. Big up DJ Eclipse students. All right, so let's move on to 51. The construction that shows. Oh wait. All right, so I'm gonna small it up so you guys can see both answers and the diagram at the same time. All right, so let's see now. It says construction shows that H. Let's see that HBFG, which is outside, is twice the area of ABCD. Or ABCD is twice, no? ABCD is equal, no? BCD, BC, interesting. BCDE, BCDE, all the way down here, so is equal to area of BDE. No, so it's definitely E. All right, so let's move on to 52. When a plane figure has a linear reduction only, the dimension remain the same, proportion remain the same, proportions are changed, dimension and proportions are changed. And that would be proportion remain the same, and that would be B. All right, so let's pick it up again, and we have made it to the end, guys. All the very best. Do ensure to check out my previous videos. All right, which of the following is a view of a right square pyramid? Is it A, B, C, or D? And that would be C. All right, 54 says, which of the following views should show an object as if we are cut across, exposing inside detail? Is it the frontal, axillary, explode, or sectional? 54 would be sectional. This one is pretty obvious. All right, so let's move on to 55. The spiral arm matrix is defined as, is it A part generated by a point traveling in a plane such that the difference of its distance of two foci is constant and equal to the transverse axis. B, a plane curve generated by a point and a taut chord is unbound from the perimeter of the polygon. C, a plane curve generated by the path of a point and a perimeter of a wheel as the wheel travels on a straight track. Or is it D, the path generated by the point which revolves uniformly about the pole and has uniform motion from it? So 55 would be D, the path generated by the point which revolves uniformly around the pole and uniform motion away from it. Much for making it to the very, very end. All right, item 56 refers to the layout representing correct orthographic projection of a shape block. So let's make all of it at once. So let's small it up again. Hope you guys can see everything. All right. What do you guys say about this? Which of the following layouts present the currently orthographic projection of a shape block? And that would be this one right here. So that's B. All right, let's move on to 57. We're right beside it. Which of the following shows how to divide an angle geometrically? Is it A, B, C, or is it D? I'm right beside it, so I'm just gonna put C. All right, so we have made it to the end, guys. Congrats. All the best in your examination. So Bennett is rooting for you all. Which of the following methods join an eclipse involve constructing rectangle? Is it concentric circles, intersecting arc, intersecting like RD, trauma? And 58 would be C, intersecting lines. Let's move on to 59. Given a point P on the circumference of a circle, which of the following diagram best demonstrate the principle of constructing a tangent to a circle to a given point? So I'm going to small it up so you guys can see all the possible options. Is it A, B, C, or is it D? And that is A. All right, so our last item, which is number 60. Let me just put it so you guys can. Oh, guys, if you have not subscribed, you know you are supposed to subscribe, right? So you can get all the other subjects and videos from all. All right, number 60, which of the following presentations is correct to the first angle orthographic projection to the object shown above? Is it A, B, C, or D? Leave that in the comment section, guys. All right, and I will correct you guys. All right, so this is Mr. Bennett. Come out, no doubt. See you guys. You know what? Let me give you the solution. And that would be C. So, guys, thank you guys so much for making it to the very end. Please ensure that you are subscribed to my channel. This is Mr. Bennett. I'm out, no doubt. See you guys. More videos coming up, guys. Account everything. You don't have to sell it. All right, I'm out. No doubt.